In today's video, this neglected beauty gets an update. The question is, to paint or not to paint? Hello everyone, welcome back. This is a beautiful dresser that a client brought to me. You can see it's sat in my workshop for a couple weeks, so it has some dust, but this beauty has been through some time. There is nicks and dings and damage all over it. It still has really great bones. The reason why she brought it to me though is because this peeling off veneer on the curved drawer, just throughout time it has separated from that curved detail. So originally I was supposed to just fix that, but through inspection noticed that the dovetail joinery on this drawer was broken as well, so all these repairs will need to be made. Now, even with the nicks and dings, this beauty is still in really great shape for her age. So I start by giving it a thorough wipe down. This is not cleaner, nothing on the rag, just a damp cloth. And I just want to get a good view of the surface here to see what all needs to be done or can be done to bring this piece back to its former glory. Upon original inspection, I noticed that the two drawers that had damage needed to be repaired, so I decided to go ahead and remove all the drawers out and thoroughly inspect them to see if there was more damage. There was just the two, so I start by the dovetail joinery and use wood glue in a syringe and apply it to all the grooves, and then use some clamps to clamp it into place. When I get to the top drawer that is curved, I can see underneath that first couple layers is MDF. So this piece isn't quite as old as I originally thought. But I do use the wood glue in the syringe to get as much wood glue down in there as I can, and then use all the remainder of the clamps that I had in my workshop to secure this curved detail into place. And I let both drawers set overnight. While I put the clamps into place, I want to take the time to let you guys know that I come out with videos every couple weeks. If you want to know when I have new videos being released, you have to hit that bell so you get a notification. I don't make YouTube videos out of all of my furniture flips, so if you would like to see all my before and afters of every piece that I do, make sure that you follow me. I am on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. If you followed me on Facebook before, I had to start a new page over from scratch, so I will have that new link down in the description. The material underneath that top layer is a couple layers of MDF, and that is a softer material than wood, obviously. So when I removed the clamps off the curved detail on the drawer, I noticed that I got the C-clamps a little too tight and made an indentation in the surface where you can see I had those two clamps. So you can take away from that either to put a cloth underneath the clamps, or just be very careful with the amount that you are tightening your clamps down. The glue is a little bit rough, so I sand it with a little bit of sandpaper. Now the dovetail joining, that glue job worked out perfect and it was good to go. I don't want to paint this beauty. We are going to use Restore a finish because it really just has a couple nicks and dings. There's no really major issues with this, so there really is no need to paint this piece. This is also a piece for a client who loves antiques, so definitely just restoring the finish is the way to go. Restore a finish is really easy to use. Just make sure that you wear gloves, and I have an old piece of t-shirt. Apply a little bit to your cloth and then work it into the surface. You can just see how it brings that wood color and grain back to life. And it even helped cover up where I made that impression from the clamps. Even though this piece isn't as old as I originally thought, it still has years of use, and it's just nice to see this wood be repaired back and the years of damage being taken away and bring that shine back to the surface. After applying the Restor finish over the entire surface, I come back with a shop cloth and just wipe away the excess, any remaining left behind. I don't wait any extra time, just as soon as I get it on, wipe the excess back off. To help repair, restore, bring back to life the finish even more, the next step is to use some Howard feed-in wax. This stuff smells fantastic, and I apply it the same way that I did the Restor finish. Just an old piece of t-shirt and work it or rub it into circles into the surface. When you wipe the excess Restor finish off, it does take away the shine a little bit and some more of that dullness comes back. When you add the Howard's feed-in wax, it really conditions the surface and really brings that shine back to the piece again. After the Howard's feed-in wax sets for about 15 minutes, it's time to grab a lint-free cloth and buff it. I love the feed-in wax because the shine stays, but you just buff that excess material away. Now for the corner of the curved drawer that I repaired, the wood glue kind of poured out from on top, and I didn't think to put a toothpick in there to wipe it out, so it was kind of stuck in there and was a little bit different color. So my way to camouflage that was to use dark wax on a toothpick to cover that glue, and then this piece was good to go. Here is a reminder of what our good boned, but a little neglected beauty started as. And then what it looks like now. All the minor dings and scratches from the wear and tear over the years have been camouflaged, and the wood is conditioned and finished to have that beautiful shine back. I had a little boo-boo on this piece, but I was able to camouflage it well. My clients were very happy with the outcome. I hope you guys enjoyed this flip. If you haven't already, please like, subscribe, and share. That's all I have for you today. Until next time.